Howdy, adventurous souls. Today, we're heading north to the lesser visited side of the Grand Canyon, the North Rim. It's a place of serene beauty, and I'm fixing to give you the grand tour, so saddle up, because we're in for a wild ride.
Welcome to the Grand Canyon, the wildest escapade this side of the Mississippi. I'm the Canyon Cowboy, hailing from the illustrious 1800s, and somehow got wrangled up in this labyrinth of modernity. But fret not, for me and my trusty steed Jackpot are fixing to orchestrate an experience of a lifetime for you. So cinch up those saddles and get ready for a wild ride.
Now, the North Rim's distinctiveness lies in its perch, situated about 1,000 feet higher than the South Rim in elevation, and receives just a mere fraction of the amount of visitors due to that remoteness. With that, we'll commence our journey from Jacob Lake, Arizona, situated about a half-hour drive from the North Rim's entrance.
But hold your horses. If you're looking to get there in a jiff, the closest airports are in either St. George, Utah, or Flagstaff, Arizona. Keep in mind, after your bird lands from either of those places, you're looking at a dusty 3 to 4 hour ride before you can tip your hat to the Northern Rim. And if you're moseying from Las Vegas, reckon on a solid 5 hours in the saddle. But let me drop some wisdom. Sure, the North Rim may be a bit coy, but it's surrounded by more wonders than a snake in a rabbit hole. Think Zion, Bryce Canyon, Monument Valley, Lake Powell, and then some. Word of advice, if you fancy a bunk close to the rim, plan ahead, because snagging a spot at places like the Grand Canyon Lodge is like catching a greased pig. Tricky and in high demand. So if you're itching for a cozy spot, best rope them reservations early. Now I'm eager to get started, but before we mosey out of Jacob Lake, don't miss the cafe and indulge in delectable meals and the finest pastries that graces the entire expanse of the Grand Canyon.
Now, before we hit the trail, allow me to introduce my trusty steed, Jackpot. Whoa, steady now. We'll settle up in just a sec. As I was saying, we'd be much obliged if you give this video a hearty thumbs up and subscribe for more adventures. And if you're bound for these here parts, peruse GrandCanyonPosse.com for all of your travel needs. We got transportation, guided excursions, itineraries, accommodations, and the best grub around these parts. Join the posse and let's make indelible memories. Now where was I? Right. Let's giddy up. Woo! Now from Jacob Lake, it's approximately a half-hour drive to reach the park's entrance.
This drive is pure gold, especially in October when the aspens show off their bling. As you roll in,
Thank you.
keep them peepers peeled for bison. Right as you enter, there's a vast meadow, prime real estate for unexpected bison shindigs. This particular herd was relocated here over a century ago. They previously dwelled outside the park but sought refuge within, where hunting is prohibited. Stay in your wagons and capture the moment, but mind you, those bison are elusive critters, so seize the chance if you got it.
Now, after your bison encounter, you have about 20 minutes to chart your course.
If you're plumb tuckered after 3 to 5 hours of driving, head straight to the Grand Canyon Lodge and North Rim Visitor Center. Kick back, soak in the scenery, and enjoy the day.
However, if you're inclined to explore further, akin to myself and Jackpot here, that's right, buddy, we'll venture towards the eastern viewpoints, often overlooked by many.
First stop, Point Imperial. Precisely, you'll turn onto Cape Royal Road, then Imperial Road to reach this location. Ascend through the forest until you reach Point Imperial, which sits at an impressive 8,803 feet above sea level. Behold the canyon from its loftiest vantage point on the North Rim, then stretch those legs and traverse the Point Imperial Trail for 10 minutes or so. A word of caution, the trail isn't consistently maintained, so check the trail conditions when you pass through the park's entrance gate. For those lodging within the park, Point Imperial proves an excellent site for sunrise photography.
Now back on Cape Royal Road, we'll approach and pause at Vista Encantada.
I have a particular fondness for this spot. It's ideal for relishing those cookies from Jacob Lake or unpacking your picnic among the wildflowers. Vista Encantada presents vistas of the Walhalla Plateau, and on clear days, you might even glimpse Arizona's painted desert some 150 miles distant. Continuing forward, should time permit, don't hesitate to halt at Roosevelt Point or Walhalla Overlook.
However, today, Jackpot and I are headed straight to the last stop, Cape Royale.
To hit Cape Royale, take a short stroll down a paved trail. Along the way, you'll lay eyes on Angel's Window, a natural arch that's a real showstopper. Railings keep it safe, like tiptoeing on the edge of the world, with a drop that'll leave your stomach in your boots. Down the trail we go. Cape Royale's southernmost viewpoint on the North Rim. From here, soak in a panorama from Marble Canyon in the north to the Palisades of the desert in the south, stretching westward for miles towards the main South Rim digs around Garden Creek. You might even spot the Desert View Watchtower on the South Rim, some 10 miles away as the crow flies. Folks swear that Cape Royale is the spot for the best sunset shots in the entire park, whether you're on the south or north side. The sun sets right over the barrel of the canyon from this perch.
Now we'll make our way back to the North Rim's most renowned location, the Grand Canyon Lodge.
En route, I always relish stopping at the North Kaibab trailhead. It's the renowned trail where daring hikers embark on their rim-to-rim journeys. Feel free to ask questions and listen to awe-inspiring tales from those who've completed the hike. For many, rim-to-rim hiking is a bucket list accomplishment, one of life's most extraordinary experiences.
Okay, now we'll head to the lodge for real.
Even if you ain't bunking at the Grand Canyon Lodge, take a gander around. This place is like a time machine. The rustic lodge hasn't changed much since 1937. While you're there, grab a meal at the main dining room. My suggestion is that you book that ahead. Or you hit up one of the saloons. They'll even give you a plastic cup for your beverage so you can kick back in a rocking chair on the grand porch, taking in the canyon's grandeur. That, my friends, is the real McCoy. Shopaholics fret not, because the park store at the North Rim Visitor Center is close. Chat with the rangers, get trail tips, join nature programs, and freshen up in the restrooms. If you still got some pep, head down to Bright Angel Point. Bright Angel Point is the North Rim's MVP viewpoint. Walk the half-mile paved path from the lodge and soak in iconic views. But heed my words, that short hike ain't all smooth sailing. The North Rim sits at 8,100 feet, and the air is thinner than a long-distance runner going rim to rim. Which means you're gonna lose your breath fast if you ain't in shape. Take it slow and listen to your body. Loads more adventures wait on the North Rim, trails, camping, and a little store for your vittles. But for now, this tour trims it down to the easily accessible highlights, leaving plenty of frontier for future tales.
Well, I hope you enjoyed riding along our North Rim adventure. But before you mosey on, be sure to check out GrandCanyonPosse.com. There you'll find travel deals that are sure to make your jaw drop. Everything from cozy lodges to guided tours and more. It's the best way to make sure your Grand Canyon visit is one for the books. So, until our paths cross again, I will see you on down the trail, my friend.